Hi boos, welcome back to this face. If this is your first time, do not make it your last. We're all about fashion, lifestyle, and a bunch of general nonsense. I know, we're in a very different background. I'm outside because you know what? The sun is out. I just finished filming content outside and I said, you know what? I think I should film this video outside because it's going to be a very relaxed, chilled, sit down video, and I hope you guys don't mind the background. I'm just literally outside of my house. Today I want to point out a few things I wish I knew in my 20s. So basically let's be talking about 15. Let's do 15. Maybe I might do more, I don't know, but for now I have 15 things I wish I knew in my 20s. And I know I have a few followers, like I mentioned in one of my videos, that are young and still in their 20s, and I just feel like it's important you know that now as a 31-year-old woman. I wish I knew these things. I wish someone told me these things, or I wish I did something about them. So there's some of them that I kind of knew but I didn't do anything about, and I feel like it's necessary to say it out there so you can hear it from someone else's mouth and you should do something about it, so you don't get to my point and be like, I wish I knew these things when I was still in my 20s. Okay, so let's get right into it. First things first, you're not old. I'm telling you, like when I was in my 20s, I used to think that once you get to 30, you're just an old woman. Like your life is over basically. You're too old. You have to, start acting like an old woman. But when, like now I'm here, I've realized that I'm still childish. I'm still a baby girl. I am definitely not old. And I'm sure some people that are probably like 15, 16, 17, they look up to 30-year-olds as old people. But I promise you, when you're 30, you're not old. You're still very young and you still have the same mentality to an extent like you had when you're in your 20s. The only difference is that you're physically getting older, but I don't think you're necessarily older mentally, So don't be scared. Calm down. You are not too old. Calm down. You're still very young. As a 31-year-old, let me stop saying 30, but as a 31-year-old, it's very okay to understand that you can start whatever it is you want to start at any age. When I was in my 20s, and my sister really didn't help matters because she got married at a very young age. So I always saw it as you have to get married at a certain age. You know how it is. I think some people, but these days is kind of changing. But when you're growing old, you feel like at 25, it's almost like your value starts depreciating for women. But it doesn't make sense because you can do anything at any age. You can get married at 35, you can get married at 40, you can start a new job career, you can start anything, a business, whatever it is you want to do at any age. So don't ever feel pressure to have everything figured out, like marriage, kids, job, business, whatever it is at 20 or in your 20s. Just take every day as it comes and you'll be fine. I promise you're going to change your views on a lot of things. Like anything you feel like you know now you're in your 20s, I promise you, you're going to change your views. And I think this is strictly from experiences, because as you grow older, you're kind of faced with a lot of situations, whether it's from yourself personally or from someone else around you, but you just kind of see life differently and your views on a lot of things are going to change. I promise you. When I was in my 20s, I used to think I knew it all. I used to think that, this cannot be it, this is the way it's meant to be, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, this one, that one. And now you just realize that lies, just forget everything you know. I promise you, forget everything you know and just be open to changing your views on a lot of things, because it's going to happen. Life is going to force you to do that. Next thing is live in the moment, because guess what, you would never be in your 20s again. So if you don't live in the moment and enjoy actually being in your 20s and just keep on worrying about, oh, my 30s, or what I'm going to do when I'm in my 30s or when I get older, you're going to miss out on life. You see, as you are now, the way you're looking all young, sweet, the way you feel like you don't have responsibilities, the way you feel like life is just a playground, enjoy it. Live in the moment. Don't worry about the future. These problems are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. So as a 20-year-old, or if you're in your 20s, just live in the moment, enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that you don't have that much responsibilities. Enjoy the fact that you're not married. Enjoy the fact that you're single. Enjoy the fact that you're not living by yourself. If you are, fine. Enjoy the fact that you don't have to deal with kids, nannies, staff, all of that. Enjoy it, because you would never have these moments again. I wish someone told me that when I get older, I would stop blaming my parents. Like, you would actually blame your parents less, because when you're in your 20s, everything that you're doing or everything that is happening to you, or if your life is falling apart or whatever is going on in your life, it's very easy to blame your parents. But I promise you, you get to a point when you're older and you just will sound stupid blaming your parents or blaming your upbringing or blaming your environment or blaming, oh, it was this that happened. You will stop blaming people because you're going to grow up. So this is what I mean by live in the moment now, enjoy it, and enjoy blaming them for everything. But once you leave your 20s, you can't do that anymore. So you're definitely going to stop blaming your surroundings, your parents and all of that. You're going to stop doing all of that, at least, or you reduce the way you blame them, because now you'll be forced to actually do something about it. I wish I knew that. Next thing, which is kind of related to the last one I just talked about, is that you will be forced to deal with a lot of your childhood traumas. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I was never being put in a position to deal with them, right? I was just living my baby girl life, chilling with my friends, going out, nothing forced me to deal with my traumas. When you get older, when you enter a marriage, when you have kids, when you start like proper work life, business, you meet people, you grow, all of that, you would see that you've now entered situations where you have no choice but to start dealing with your childhood trauma. So I'm saying this now because I don't think it's never too soon to start therapy. So in your 20s, I think you should actually start therapy. Don't wait till you get older or till you're faced with these things like I talked about, till you now say, okay, do you know what, now let me speak to someone about it. I feel like in your 20s, don't push it away. Don't tuck it inside, or let me just party and turn up and be with my friends, because I feel like everyone goes through trauma, knowingly or unknowingly. This country, if you're from Nigeria, we just face traumas, and I feel like it's important to start going for your therapy sessions now you're in your 20s. No, you don't have to wait, so it won't feel like it's even a lot. You start now, ease into it, let it be like a lifestyle, something you're used to doing, so by the time you're in your 30s, it's like something you're already doing. Because I don't think therapy is necessarily just for a particular problem to be fixed. It can just be general, like I want to sit down and talk to someone, tell them the way I feel. They'll tell me what I want to hear or make me feel good, and I don't overreact, or I don't do things this way or that way. So I just think you're going to be forced to face it. Like you're going to face it whether you like it or not. So you might as well start early and start facing it. Okay? You would actually get hotter. Like in your 20s, like I said, they're fine. You're younger, your body is younger, everything is younger. But I don't think you would actually accept or embrace how hot or sexy you are in your 20s. But the more you get older, when they say they old, that you age like fine wine, let's put it that way. Yes, you're aging like fine wine. The older you get, the more you know yourself, the more you know your body, the more you know what you like, what feels good, all of that. And I promise you, it gets way better. Like if you think you're enjoying it now, nah, it gets way better, because now there's the confidence that comes with it. You have more access to money. You just have sense. Like I said, you know what you want. You know what you can stand for. You act differently. You take lesser bullshit, and you just exude confidence and sexiness. So definitely, I think that's something I wish I knew, because I thought that in my 20s, like, this is the hottest I can ever be. This is like the best I can ever be. But no, it gets better. I promise you, it gets better. So look forward to it. I wish I knew that nobody's opinion matters more than my own. And to be quite honest with you, even now I'm in my 30s, well, 31, I feel like I still struggle with that. But I think with time, I'm noticing that it's getting better. Don't care about what anybody says, because everybody's fighting their demons. And it's normal and typical for people to project their insecurities to you, to project the way they feel to you. Society will make you feel a certain way because they don't have the balls to do it, right? So it's good to listen here and there. It's good to take, advices here and there, no problem. Nobody is saying that you should know all and be all and all of that. But I promise you, everybody has what they're fighting and dealing with. And it's only what you think about yourself that matters. It's just what it is. Okay? So nobody else's opinion matters more than your own. So even if you hear from here, your own opinion is the best opinion you can give yourself. Okay? It is fine. And it is okay. Like I said, I think my first point, it's okay that if you're in your 30s or you're done with your 20s and you're still single, you still don't have kids, you're not married, all of that. Like, this is something I've said before. I feel like it's very ridiculous to make women feel like 23 you should get married, 25, like you actually have no business being married and having kids at 23, 24, 25. To be honest, even till 30, I feel like the ripe age for women to get married is like 28, 29, 30, like, do you understand, like 30 to 35. Like, if you really want to say, okay, I'm marrying young, or I want to grow up with my kids, or all of that, or we're talking about like our eggs, which these days you can actually freeze your eggs, no problem. But it is very okay to be single. Like, you're not running any race with anybody. It is okay to not want to have kids. It is 100% fine to not want to have kids. It is 100% fine to want to remain single. It's 100% okay to say, do you know what, I don't want to be married, but I want a child. All of that is fine. It is fine. Nobody's going to kill you. Your world is not going to end. You're not different. You're not weird. You're not evil. You're not an ashawo. You're not all of that. It's about whatever you want to do, because guess what? Nobody's wearing the shoes with you. Nobody is going through whatever it is with you. Nobody understands the reason why you're saying all of that. So it is totally okay to make that decision, so long as you believe in it, so long as it makes you feel good, so long as it makes you like sleep well at night. You don't have to do anything for anybody. It's fine. Do whatever it is you want to do. Be single with a child, marry with a child, don't marry. It's fine. When I was younger, or when I was in my 20s, I always used to look at people that will say things like, I don't want kids. I'll be like, for what? How can you not want kids? How dare you not want kids? How can God bless you? There are people out there looking for kids and you're there saying you don't want kids. But it's only now that I realized that it's okay. It's fine. It is fine to not want to have kids. If you feel like you cannot take care of them, if you feel like to be too much for you, if you feel like you're too selfish to bring another human being to this world, auntie, don't. It's okay. It is fine. At least it's better than when you now bring the child, you will now take care of the child. You will now give the child the love the child needs. It is okay not to. Okay? So don't ever feel like you're wrong in thinking that way. It's fine. It's all good. Next thing I wish someone told me, I kind of knew, but I never experienced. Life is expensive. Oh my God, this is basically adulthood is a big scam. Life is very expensive. It feels like as soon as you wake up, you're just bills. It's just bills. Ma, this one. Ma, this one. Oh, we have to pay for this. Life is expensive. It's never too early to start saving and investing and just building something for your future, because one day you're going to need that money. Oh God, you're gonna definitely need that money. You're going to need those investments. You're not young. I understand you're having a good time, you're flexing, but my dear, start investing, start saving, because I know there's so many moments now where I'm like, imagine if I had that money I had that time. There was kind of nonsense money I was having, then I'll just use lesson anyhow and just spend it living my best life. I was like, imagine if I had that money now. Wow. Wow. Don't be like me. I wish someone had told me that. I don't know why I just felt like life would just be all roses and I wouldn't have to suffer. And it's a lie, you're gonna suffer. Life is expensive and you definitely need all the money you can. So it's never too late to start investing. Start in your 20s. Start when you're 15, 16, 17. Start making investments. Start saving money to the side, whatever it is, so that when you get to that point in your life where you now have all these responsibilities, it doesn't choke you, because it choke. It choke it. Your girl is choking. Forget that I'm doing it with class and beauty and pride, but it's choking me. As you're in your 20s, get ready to forgive yourself of all the past mistakes. Like everything you feel like you're doing now or you're going through now and you feel like it's never going to change. You feel so horrible that you did this, you did that. Someone broke your heart, you broke someone's heart, you did, all of that nonsense decision we make when we're in our 20s. Just get ready to forgive yourself, because you have to forgive yourself to move on. You definitely have to forgive yourself. So you might as well start doing it now. Forgive yourselves. Don't forgive yourself. Don't dwell on it. Move past it. Get ready to be fabulous in your 30. Get ready to be a better person and just to move on from all of that. Okay? You see the way you have friends now? I'm talking about those in your, like when I was in my 20s, obviously I was used to my group of friends, all of that. The way you have your friends. I'm not saying necessarily talk to all of them, but it's very important that you have a little tribe or even one person, but someone you can talk to and someone you can confide in, because there will be so many things in life that you're going to face and you just need to speak about it to somebody. Like you don't need to speak about it to everybody, because obviously some people don't mean well. So but just have that group of friends, 2 3 or even just one, like I said, that you can confide in. Better start getting that person ready at in your 20s. Don't wait till your 30s. It's better, because that way you feel like kind of growing through life together. You guys kind of know the way you were before, the kind of person you want to be. It's still advisable to make those friends in your 30s as well. Who knows? But I'm just saying, if you already have that now, don't let go. Don't lose that. Be closer. Love each other, have your tribe, and just lift each other up, uplift each other, because life is going to get messy. It's definitely going to get messy and you're going to need to talk about it with someone. So definitely, I wish I knew that. But even now, I know my friends are all over the place. They have jackpot. That's what I'm talking about. Life is expensive. Things are happening, and they've all jackpot and they've all moved. I just have a few here, so it's kind of, and everybody's just dealing with life. So when I'm telling you to hold on to those people, don't let them go. So it's like a norm, and people kind of plan your future around that bond. Is going to be very important. I promise you. Next, you don't need to have everything figured out. You do not have to have everything figured out. Even as a 31-year-old woman now, I don't think I have everything figured out. And guess what? Even when I'm 50, I doubt I'll have everything figured out, because life keeps on changing. Things keep on coming up. You keep on learning new things about yourself. So you definitely cannot have everything figured out. So just be kind to yourself. Just relax. everything will be fine. So long as you have the basic idea of what you want your life to be and what you want to do, just take one step at a time. Do whatever it is you can do and leave the rest to God. Really. Leave the rest to God because you're gonna need God for sure. Next, do not, I swear to you, if you know how easy it is, social media has made it for everyone to want to compare. Do not compare your life to that of your friends or your peers or people that you feel like we all started together. How come they're doing this? How come they're doing that? Oh, my friends are busy traveling. Oh, they've relocated. You don't know what they're suffering in that relocation that they relocated to. I'm not saying it has to be negative. It might even be positive. Maybe they're having the time of their life, but maybe it's just not right for you. So just try as much as possible not to compare anyone's progress to your own. Like, it's fine, run your own race. Do not compare. Social media is there for entertainment, and that's what I say social media as. Entertain yourself, but do not for 1 second compare. Oh God, I'm 25, my friend that is 25 is married. Oh my God, you don't know what she's suffering in that marriage. You don't know what she's suffering in that marriage. Oh, my friend is married, she has a kid. Da, da, da. You don't know what she's suffering in that marriage and what is happening there. Oh, my friend, she got a job. Oh, my friend has a business. She's always posting it online. The business is successful. How do you know? How do you know the business is successful? It's not what she's telling you they're going to believe. You don't know it's successful. People are just saying things out there to make things look good, if that makes sense. Nobody's going to purposely want to go out there and make anything look bad, right? So just do not compare. Run your own race, do your own thing, boo, okay? And it's fine. And even if it's perfect for them, that doesn't mean it's perfect for you. That doesn't mean that business is perfect for you. That doesn't mean that lifestyle is perfect for you. So like, just do you and don't compare. Avoid comparisons. Last but definitely not the least, and I think it's something I definitely want to leave you guys with. You are responsible for the way your life turns out. You and only you are responsible for the way your life turns out. So do everything you possibly can. Cars just keep on passing. I'm outside, I'm sorry. Do everything you possibly can to give yourself the best life you can give yourself. Nobody, absolutely nobody, like I told you guys, not your parents, not your environment, not your this, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your you are responsible for the life you want. So buckle up, get off your ass and do what you need to do to make the best out of your life, okay? And if you don't, nobody's going to do it for you. You're just going to wallow in, oh my God, I'm so stressed, I'm so this didn't happen, my parents were not rich, so that's why I'm not rich, my parents did not give me money, that's why I'm not rich, my parents did not take me to the best schools, my parents did not give birth to me abroad, so I don't have blue passports, I don't have this passport, my parents, only you and you alone are responsible for the life you want. So you might as well start now in your 20s and start building the life you want for yourself and the future you want for yourself. But all in all, the 30s are like, it's just the 20s but better. So I promise you, look forward to it. It has its own wahala here and there, but I still think it's better than your 20s. So long as you're ready for it and as long as you know these things, it will better prepare you for your 30s. Okay? Because we're fabulous. Ask any 30-year-old. We're fabulous people. We're the best. I feel like this is like the best time of your life. So I'm enjoying it and I'm looking forward to the rest of my 30s. I hope this video pointed out some things that you really needed to hear today. I really hope you listened to me, all of you in your 20s. I hope you really took something home from this video and I'll see you guys in my next. Bye.